Good afternoon. So, as we are talking with the lesson Union Legislature, so Union Parliament, so that is the lesson which we are talking from the previous class. So, last class I gave the very important, introduction part, that is about Indian government and about parliament. So these two concepts I have given as an introduction part of the lesson, that is Union Legislature or Union Parliament. Today's class, a very important topic of the lesson, the first important topic of the lesson, which we should know and which every one of us should know. Okay, because we are all being in independent country, and we are all being taken care by the elected representatives of the people, or concept of democracy we are having it in India. So we should know about the very important aspect. So that is two houses of the parliament. So last class itself I have said, parliament, when we say, the first and foremost thing that comes to our mind is two houses. So one is Lok Sabha and one is Rajya Sabha. Okay, so Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha joins together and they form a house that is called parliament. Okay, so parliament is nothing but a law-making body of the Indian government, we can say. Already I have given about the definition. So when we talk about the two houses of the parliament, there are many things to talk. So in today's class, I am going to talk, or I am going to discuss the four major things which we should know about the two houses. Okay, so actually in your this one separately, first we will go with the Lok Sabha, then it comes to the Rajya Sabha. But here I would like to take together so that you will have a comparison between the two houses. So what is different? What is Lok Sabha's different? What is Rajya Sabha's different? So like that I will take it. So in today's class, I just want to take up four concepts. So first one is about the election of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, then qualification of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, then term or tenure we call it of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, then composition of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. This is the four concepts I am going to discuss in today's class. Okay, so when we say that, the first and foremost is election. Okay, now election, when we say, first we will be with the Lok Sabha. The election of Lok Sabha is direct. It's a direct election. You all might have seen every 5 years once the general election will take place. Now, right now, the 2019 what the election we had, that is 17th Lok Sabha election we are right now. 2019 on 19. The general election which took place, it's the 17th Lok Sabha election after independence we got, that is from 1950 onwards. Okay, constitution when it was given. So Lok Sabha election in India, always it is direct, and Lok Sabha election will take place every 5 years once. The election is direct. You might have seen secret ballot will be kept where the people go and vote. So the people who can vote, okay, the people who can elect the leaders, such people, they come across a method called universal adult franchise method. This is the electoral system. Election method, electoral system is nothing but election method in India is universal adult franchise. That is, universal adult franchise means the person who has completed the age of 18 or the person who has reached the age of 18 in India has a right to vote. Okay, so for Lok Sabha election we use that system. The person who has completed, he or she who has completed the age of 18 or reached the age of 18, they have got right to elect the Lok Sabha representatives. Okay, this is the Lok Sabha election. Lok Sabha election is direct, and method used for the election is universal adult franchise method. Okay, universal adult franchise method means he or she who has crossed the age of 18 or who has reached the age of 18 in India has a right to vote. That's nothing but universal adult franchise method. This too is very important. Lok Sabha election is direct. Why it's direct means because the secret ballot is arranged. The people, they themselves go and vote for the representative. Especially now the school elections and all we make now last year and every year. If the school, election, and if now for example school representatives, head boy, head girl, when we select, the election takes place. That's like that direct election, and it's a secret ballot. So why it's called secret ballot means whom you are voting that will not be known. So that is the reason it's called a secret ballot. Okay, that's the one thing. Straightway when we go to the election of Rajya Sabha is indirect. Okay, so indirect and direct. Here direct when we say large members participation will be there. Here when we say indirect election, very less number of members will be electing the Rajya Sabha members. Okay, here the members are elected by using a method called state legislative assemblies. That means all the MLAs of all the states, they are the people who are going to elect these Rajya Sabha members. Okay, how? By a method called single transferable vote. Okay, the method they use here is single transferable vote. Okay, all state legislative assembly means here all the MLAs of all the states. Okay, they join together and they vote. Okay, this is the system of election: direct, indirect, universal adult franchise method, and here state legislative assembly elects the Rajya Sabha members. Okay, this is about the election. Okay, now the election is over. Suppose in future, if somebody want to become a member of Lok Sabha, or if you want to become a member of Rajya Sabha, what should be your qualification? Okay, what should be your qualification? The first and foremost, the qualification, if you see into the same qualification, that is he or she should be a citizen of India. You should hold citizenship in India, single citizenship in India. The second, the qualification in both, if you see, his or her name should be in electoral list. Electoral list is nothing but, voter list. Your name should have entered in the voter list in both. The qualification that differs in both is the person who want to contest the Lok Sabha election, if he is age of 25 or more than 25, if he is there, he can contest for the Lok Sabha election. Okay, the person who is 25 or more than 25, they can contest for the Lok Sabha election, that is MP elections. Here the qualification here differs. Here 30 years. Okay, a Rajya Sabha election, the person should have not less than 30 years. He or she should be 30 or above 30. Only that is differs here. Other than that, two qualifications are same. Citizen of India, electoral name, voter list, both the name, his or her name should be there. But age, here 25 years, there 30 years. Okay, that is the one thing, so which we are having it. Okay, so next thing which we are having is, that is the third one. So the tenure or term, we call it. Term in the sense, you are qualified and you are contesting the election. Suppose if you become MPs, or MP if you become member of parliament. MP means member of parliament. That is, to the parliament you are a member. Okay, if you are becoming an MP. So how long you can remain? So it's done 5 years. Normal, the term of Lok Sabha is 5 years according to the Indian Constitution. Okay, 5 years. If once a person is elected by a people as a representative, he or she can remain in that particular representatives or leadership for 5 years. Okay, 5 years they can. And 1 year can be extended at the time of national emergency. Okay, now for example, 5 years term is over. Next, once 5 years term is when it is over, we need to conduct an election and we need to go for the formation of new Lok Sabha house. But at the time 5 years term is over, at the time we could not conduct the election because of some national emergency. For example, maybe heavy flood in India or earthquake in India. So like that, any national emergency or terror attack in India. So during that time we cannot conduct the election. Okay. Okay, we cannot conduct the election. So during such situations, so what happens? The 5 years terms will be extended for one more year. Only time at the time of national emergency. If not, only 5 years. Okay, if any national emergency is there in India, so during that time, 1 year can be extended to the Lok Sabha House. So in that 1 year, 6 months they will be in a power. Within another 6 months, so we will conduct election and we will form a new Lok Sabha House. So this is the normal term of Lok Sabha. Normal term of Rajya Sabha, if you see, 6 years. If anybody becomes the member of Rajya Sabha, their term is 6 years. And at the same time, Rajya Sabha is known as permanent house. This is temporary house. Lok Sabha is temporary house. Rajya Sabha is known as permanent house. Why it is called as permanent house means because 1/3 of the members retires every 2 years. That is 250 members will be there. So in that 250 members, 1/3, almost 30 to 40 members, every 2 years once they get retired. Once they retire, the seat will be filled. Okay, so that means the house never becomes empty. Okay, the person, one who is there, one who is serving in the Rajya Sabha after 6 years term, he will be getting retired. But house never becomes empty like Lok Sabha. Okay, Lok Sabha means once if the house, 5 years is over, the house is completely empty. We will all members are elected once again, but here not like that. Okay, so that is the reason Rajya Sabha is known as a permanent house. Okay, so Rajya Sabha is known as a permanent house because 1/3 of the members retire every 2 years. So house never becomes an empty. So that is the reason Rajya Sabha is known as a permanent house. Okay. Then next when we come to the composition. Okay, composition in the sense what is the strength of the both the houses. Okay, so how many representatives we will select and we will send to Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. First we will talk about Lok Sabha. So maximum strength right now 552 members we can send to Lok Sabha House. Okay, 552 members, that much capacity or the numerical strength is there for Lok Sabha. But right now we are not having 552 seats fully, we are not having. Current strength at present, the strength of the Lok Sabha is 545 members. Right now we are having only 545. Okay, 545 in the sense that means 7 seats are, right now it is there. Okay, 545 is the current strength of Lok Sabha. So in that 545 we can split it. So how we will split? So that is 530 members. Okay, 530 members. They are being elected by the people from our different states. Okay, from different states we are having it. Then we are having 20 members. We can select it from union territories. Okay, union territories. And very important is 2 members are nominated directly by President of India. The President will be given a direct nomination or over 2 Anglo-Indians. Okay, they are called as 2 members are nothing but they are called as Anglo-Indians. So I forgot to write here. Please just write it. Anglo-Indians. Okay, Anglo-Indians. They are called as 2 Anglo-Indians. Just write it here. Here only you have to write it. 2 members, Anglo-Indians nominated. You should use the word nominated only. Should not use elected or selected. Nominated by President of India. So like that, 545 members we are having right now. Even though 552 is the maximum strength, 545 we are having it. Okay. But in that 543 we call it together. Union territories and from the different state. All together we call it as 543. So in that case, from a union territories, out of 20 seats, 13 seats will be from a union territory. 13 members will be from a union territories out of 20. Okay, so like that, total 545 members right now we are having it. Then what about Rajya Sabha? If you see, Rajya Sabha is very small in number, only 250 members. Maximum strength and current strength only 250 members we are having it right now. So in that 238 members are represented from all the states and union territories, 238 members, but 12 members are nominated by President of India. Okay, they are not Anglo-Indians, don't get confused. Here 2 members to Lok Sabha, they are Anglo-Indians, but here 12 members to Rajya Sabha by the President nomination, but they are not an Anglo-Indians, but they are all Indians. Indians means the 12 members will be from different field. Now, for example, like Sachin Tendulkar is a member of Rajya Sabha, he is from a cricket field. Okay, before him, Hema Malini, she is an actress, one who was a member of Rajya Sabha. So like that, from different field, like cricket field, industry, film industries field, science field, technology. So like that, from the different field, the 12 members, president will nominate. Okay, so these are the 4 major important aspect of 2 houses of the parliament, so which we should, know it. So next class, some more 4 more concepts are there about the both the houses, so that we will go here. So very important is, composition, term and the election is very important. All 4 are very important. Qualification, so which is very important, you should know it. So once again you go through it. If you have any doubts, please ask me in the next class. So next class we will go with some more concepts about the 2 houses of the parliament. Thank you.